Hello, human collective. Welcome to the Upside to Grief. My name is Story, and I am your host.
And my name is Erika, and I'm your co-host.
And this week we are back with Sherie again to do a segment, and she has chosen to do Moments of Knowing.
Yes. Yeah. So you want to tell us a little bit about what of knowing are?
Yes, Moments of Knowing, for those of you who haven't seen the ones prior, are those times where we can feel our person's energy present, where it's like, that's what it has to be. There's no way to explain it. There's not like
It's almost unexplainable, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've definitely experienced that. And then we had Roseanne on the Upside to Grief, and that was the segment that she chose. And there were some really powerful moments. So, yeah, we're excited to hear about Sherry's experiences with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to tell us about a couple, or maybe
Yes.
it can be one huge one, it can be a couple ones, whatever you want.
Okay, so let me try to think. I want to think of some good ones for you. So I would say the first moment I knew my dad was like present and there was no other explanation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was actually the night he died. So we'll go into the details later, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he passes away. I'm there and I knew, like, as I'm walking up to the situation, I knew that my life was about to change forever. There was like this wash that came over me of almost an empowerment that I can't explain in words, but I knew it was my dad. Like, there's no other way I could have not just died in that moment, but I felt this rush of energy of, oh shit, okay, this is my life now. It's like the line was crossed and I was moving into a completely different realm and it was powerful. I mean, traumatic, of course, but yeah, that's probably the main first one that I felt.
That's pretty powerful too, like especially right away on that day. Like that's intense.
It was super intense. And it actually was as I was in my car still. Like as I was driving up and I saw him, it started happening. It was otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, moments afterwards, in the days following his passing, um, dealing with family members, questions that they would ask or being present for other people's grief in a way that I could just sit and hold space for them, which is like, I just can't believe I was able to do that. That also was my dad. So he comes through in moments more of an empowerment. It's like an empowerment feeling. I can just feel him when he's swooping in and carrying me right to the next spot. Like, here we go. You're doing this, and here we go. It's like that.
Giving you his courage.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that so much. I feel like I get those moments too, like where I don't know, especially a lot lately, where I just feel like my dad's energy, like I don't see those signs or anything, but I feel like his energy pushing me towards the answer, a little further step on a path, and it's been pretty cool. But I've heard you share about some of those moments of knowing, like that energy feeling, like I feel like that's like his essence, like not like a clear like sign from him, like, I don't know,
Like
his
other
face or
things.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like you just feel him.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a different type of moment of knowing.
Yeah.
But it's very much like in that realm.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of like kind of how I shared in chapter 1 where I was like, it was like he was inside of me.
And I'm like, literally how to explain it.
Yeah.
I know.
And I was like talking to my mom on the phone about it, and I'm like, I don't know how else to tell you this, but he was inside of me. And she was like, I understand what you're saying. And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, how else do you explain it?
Right. And
Yeah.
it's not something, I mean, there's fears I walk through now that there's no way it's just not me.
You're
I
like,
mean, maybe it is now, but
you're like, it's not just me.
right.
There's no fucking way.
No.
Yeah.
And it goes
Super
deeper
powerful.
than the fact that, you know, you're your dad's daughter and you have like all these amazing, like fiery, tenacity driven spirit. Anyways, it's like more than that.
Yep. So there was another time I was actually doing breath work one night and I felt his DNA for the first time, like truly realizing that I'm like literally his daughter. Like, I know that sounds weird.
No. I totally understand what you're saying, though.
I am his DNA. And it was so beautiful because I realized I'm with him. He's with me 100% of the time. So that realization was a knowing that he's always with me. It sucks when they're not in the physical. It really does. But there's you come into this space of understanding about death and their role in your life. That's like, I know both of you understand what I'm saying. It's like nothing can touch it on this realm. It's something you have to experience when they transition. It's very powerful. I love that.
Yeah.
It's like,
you know what's cool about that part is because I can't remember who told it to you, but somebody said that to you, that like you have your dad's DNA. And I remember them vocalizing that was one of those moments of knowing where it kind of just like, you know, when we hear something over and over, but then we hear it that one time and it sinks in.
Yeah.
That was a moment for you. And then it further like ingrained in you when you were doing that breath work. Like,
yes.
That's really crazy that it had like it had multiple steps or multiple phases of knowing.
I know, because you don't understand something until it like really trickles down.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes a moment, right?
Ooh. Sorry, just processing.
Yeah, it like starts up here and then it just like trickles down in layers and then it becomes you and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like filtering down through other moments of knowing. Just a cascading effect. Cool. Wow. Do you have any moments of knowing that are like where you've seen your dad's face, or other moments that are kind of like random, that are like one-off moments?
Let me think. I would say when I'm having a hard time with a person, my dad's face, like I can, you know, I have my dad's picture everywhere in my house. His essence and his face and his energy, it shows up right when I need it. And so it's random moments, but it's like when I'm having a hard time with my daughter, or when I'm having a hard time with a family member, or when I am feeling unsafe, he shows up. So it's like, and it makes me cry because then I miss my dad. You know, I like lose my shit, and that's all I want when I'm feeling that way. But it's neat that that's when he shows up for me. It's like, you know, that's a moment of knowing that he's just right there, right on time. It's like, what would my dad do? I know that sounds cheesy.
What would Alex
But like
do?
really.
But really, that's what it is. Like, if I'm going through something, I'm just take a moment to think, like, what would he want me doing in this moment? You know, and then there's the dad on this side, and then there's the dad in the spirit world.
I was just about to ask you about that.
So
this is cool.
It's a big deal for me, realizing, like, if somebody asks me, hey, how would your dad feel about that? Because I've had some pretty controversial life choices. You know, I've done some things that people question, which that's cool. They can question it. But I've had people actually ask me, like, well, what would your dad think? And I say, well, in this realm, he would think one thing, and on the other side, he thinks something else. Like, I really feel that's a moment of knowing. Like, knowing if he was alive in the physical, he would be saying a very specific thing to me. But in the spirit world, where there's no attachments, no fear, no worry, it's something much more empowering.
Yeah.
Something much more clear. There's no fog around it. It's not like he's worried about me, don't do that because you're going to hurt yourself or you're going to be in pain. It's like so different. So that's like a cool thing to think about in moments when I have a question about a decision I'm making. Knowing what he would say this side and that side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that before my dad died, and, being like, oh, wow, that makes perfect sense, but not fully, like, understanding the gravity of that. And then when my dad died, I knew exactly what you meant, because and just as an example, like if I'm going through something hard, I can think of, what my dad would say in the physical, more sassy, more his personality, or maybe a little bit more gruff or rough around the edges. And then I feel his answer and his energy or those moments of knowing come up in such different ways. Like it comes from a place of pure love,
Right.
no judgment, no attachment, exactly as you said. And I think that that's so interesting because it's both clearly him.
Yeah.
It's very clearly him. And both can be true. And I feel like that's just amazing. Like what I believe is like that's how the soul works. Like we're multifaceted even after we leave our physical. So yeah, it's really amazing.
Yeah, and I can't say that I've made decisions based on what he would say in this realm. Like at all. I usually go with the other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not afraid of things that much anymore. That's the other thing is that fear, not the fear of like taking care of my safety and the people around me, that kind of normal fear, but I know that I can walk through anything, like any hard, like things that would have kept me so in fear that I wouldn't have done it. That is completely, not the fear's not gone, but that holding back is gone.
Yeah.
That part's removed from me. And that happened pretty quick after he passed away. I don't know if it's because of the traumatic scene and like what I walked through that removed a part of that fear for me, but I am grateful for it now.
Yeah.
Not much scares me as far as trying new shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm afraid. Good, let's do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it
Let me
anyways.
walk towards that.
this.
Yeah. Fear is the guide.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah.
Best teacher.
No, really though.
That's why I am like, that's why I tell people fear is literally that is what you're pointing in the direction of where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
That's the growth right there on the other side.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be a deterrent. It's supposed to be that screaming sign that says, come this way. Like, yeah. I love that.
I'm very much about that.
Yeah.
And I know that's a definite moment of knowing that my dad has instilled that in me. That for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have that always.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
kind of fun fact about moments of knowing. Where the whole like knowing came from was actually when I came to your house one time. I think it was for a sound bath actually. And I was explaining, I think I was telling you about what had happened in San Francisco when I went on my trip. I think that's what I was talking to you about. And I was trying to explain what was happening. And I was like, I don't know. It's like I just knew, like knowing. And you were like, yeah, knowing. And like that's where that kind of stemmed from. And then you told me that I should do a journal of knowing. That's what you said to me. You're like, you should do a journal of knowing. And I was like, oh, you're probably right. Yeah, I should. But like the whole like knowing and then like explaining like what these moments are and then coming up with this as one of the segments as moments of knowing, like
I love that.
strung from that conversation
rad.
with you, actually.
Yeah, I remember you telling me you were walking through the forest, the rain. Is this what we're talking about?
Yeah. And then the other girl did not get rained on. And
so
like,
that
it's
like
weird.
that feeling. Okay, so I try to describe deja vu, right? The feeling of deja vu. It's kind of like that. Like I just feel like you're like in perfect alignment in those moments when you feel that you know something that you can't explain. It's like, bam.
Yeah, there's no resistance.
Right.
Feels like we enter some kind of weird liminal space, like where
Yeah.
there's nothing pushing back and we just know.
Yes.
Yeah, you just know, and you're just like,
I know something.
I know.
I know something you don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool. Thank you for sharing that. Do you still keep the journal?
I make videos, actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's her
It's a
version of journal. Yeah,
That
it's
is my
journal,
version of
right?
journals. Yeah, I have a compilation of videos that I
Yeah.
keep in a little folder on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like I do it when it's like right after, so I like those emotions are really present in that video. So then when I go back and watch them, I'm like, it's like I can feel it all over again, and like it just makes it feel more like easier to connect with that emotion when I can see myself in that
Makes
emotion.
complete
Do you get what I'm
sense.
saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You access that point in time again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That makes complete sense.
yeah. So I just have videos of myself talking to myself and Ken. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually pretty inspiring. Maybe we should start doing that.
Yeah. I've done tiny little bits. So I know this is kind of off topic, but I remember seeing a video and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this video because I'm getting a moments of knowing thing. And it was actually interrupted in a weird way. Like I was about to, I don't even know how to describe this. I was basically gonna ask my dad like if he was with me and like present with me, and I was like, give me a sign. And basically the video that I was like thinking about was, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the person calls out to their person who they've lost, like just to see what it feels like. Because they're not going to answer back, but like just, as if they're in the other room, just like calling out to them to come here, And I did that, and I don't know what I was thinking or like what I expected to happen, but right then and there, Jim came in. Jim walked through the front door, and I was just like,
oh,
and it's like a different kind of like knowing, because like I just know my dad, he fucking loved Jim, and he didn't get enough time with him, but like that was like a little moment of knowing in like a really roundabout way, but I was really scared to like say it because I didn't want to like feel that pain of knowing he wouldn't answer, and then Jim walked through the front door. And I didn't know he was coming home either. Yeah. And so I just stopped the video right there, and I was like, okay,
Thanks,
that was
Dad.
it. Hi, Dad. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a cool one to share on kind of that similar topic, but so, I was never going to get married again. This was the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was
It's just
very
not
adamant.
gonna happen.
Okay. So, I kept saying, don't, like he would ask me, he would kind of throw like, just like kind of testers out to see how I would react and be like, no, And then one time he asked me, or he said, this is my idea. I'm thinking we date for a year, we're engaged for a year, and then we get married. And I didn't say anything. And so I might have said, oh, that sounds good or something, but it was barely anything, but it wasn't no. So he asked me to marry him on our year anniversary. And so after the fact, he's telling me about going to the jewelry store, right? And he picks out my ring, and the employee brings his free gift out. Oh, you get this free gift with the purchase of this ring, and it's a lion pendant. And my dad's a Leo. My dad's like lion energy through and through. Anyone who knows,
Even the hair.
yeah, just everything. He is like a Leo, classic Leo, and he brought this necklace out, and James just like looked at the guy, and they were like, well, do you not like it? We have other stuff you can choose from. And he's like, he was just so shocked. And I just know for a fact. I mean, what are the odds?
Yeah.
That's not.
And the pendant says there are no mountains too great. And
what were we just talking about? Like fear, yay,
exactly.
Mountain, gonna climb it.
So, yeah, he showed up for James, and he never got to meet him. So
Yeah.
That's wild. Sorry that we don't have a better word for that, but just like, wow.
Yes. And he shows up for James, like, over and over in moments like that.
Yeah.
Really specific. Coming through like that lion. So, yeah, next time you see him, look at his necklace is badass. I'm like, yes, Dad. pull
Yeah.
me." Okay, good. Fine. I'll marry him.
You're like, okay, I guess so. That one is a really fun moment of knowing because it's part of your story, but that's like James's moment of knowing.
Yeah.
So cool.
I know, right? And mine too. I mean, I felt like, okay, I got my dad's blessing.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah, no words.
And again, that's that on this side and that side thing.
Yeah.
You know, on this side, he'd be saying, finish school. Don't be distracted. Don't, you know, and on that side, I can feel he's like, just yes, all yes.
Yeah.
Be loved, love, take care of yourself,
Follow your heart.
follow your heart. So, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Moments for knowing. I love moments for knowing.
They make life better.
They really do.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
I
do.
feel like that helps you move through some serious, like, grief.
Sorry, go
no,
ahead.
No, you go. You go.
I feel like you have to, I mean, sometimes they hit us in the face like really hard, but I also feel like you have to like cultivate the like the knowing too. I feel like that's an important part of it too because for example, with my dad's side of the family, their mom is like represented as a ladybug. So like, you know, you could have ladybugs appear at any moment in time, right? But there's like giving yourself that gift, like when a ladybug like lands on you or like shows up in like a place where you're just having a hard time or maybe even talking about her, just acknowledging like, okay, yeah, I see you. And like just taking that moment to be grateful for it. I feel like that mentality of gratitude just like kind of brings you up a level too, so that that person who we've lost gets access to like show up more almost. Like
Definitely.
I just feel like you have to do that. Otherwise, you're not going to see like the magic in everyday life or your person coming through and still being with you. Whether that's like you embodying their personality or things that they did or actually seeing like those big bam moments where you're like, okay, that couldn't be anything but that.
Sure.
But yeah, I feel like you really have to like hone in on the little things too. And I think that's one of the reasons that I don't know if this was like consciously or unconsciously because journaling is such a powerful tool anyways, but like telling you to journal those moments so that you recognize them and give them life and give them the attention that they deserve so that you could keep getting more. I feel like that's really important. Otherwise, we're just going to miss it.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of along the same lines as the law of manifestation. Like, if you want abundance and you find a penny on the ground and you pass it by, right?
Yeah.
So a penny on the ground and you create a space where you're giving a moment of abundance, your gratitude, and then it creates a space and it grows and it grows. And then it's like a string. It's like the quantum field connecting. It's the same thing, I feel like, with that.
Yeah, it definitely is.
The signs.
The signs.
The signs.
We have to.
You can manifest them.
Yeah. Really. It's like it's definitely a thing. There's things out there for it about it.
Yes.
But yeah, I think cultivating it is super important too. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. Any other moments of knowing? I'd say in parenting my children, that happens a lot. It happens a lot because I don't know. I've never had an 18 and 20-year-old before.
Yeah, it's your first time.
It's my first time. I've never had a child go to college before. I've never had, like, you know, these things happen. So I definitely check in to ask, what would you want me doing? How do you want me treating my son now that he's moved? What boundaries should I have? Like, I call on my dad all the time for stuff like that. And then I just know it's the right thing. Even though it's hard. This stuff is not easy. But knowing that it's the right thing and what I'm supposed to be doing it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I love moments of knowing because I feel like that it is the upside. Like it's a part of the upside of grief.
Yeah.
You know?
The silver lining. The upside.
Definitely.
Thank
I
you.
mean, you can find it in any moment.
And it really
Yeah.
it brings you present.
Mm-hmm. Presence is everything.
And you know what's the coolest thing ever is going backwards into a moment and
Bringing it
just
forward.
finding something new in a moment. You know, something that ground zero is what I call it, which I'm writing a book, by the way, which won't be done for another 15, 20 years probably.
But okay.
But anyway, it's like
Stay tuned for Sherry's book drop.
20 years from
In
now.
20 years.
Yeah.
We'll link it below.
On all major streaming platforms.
But literally, I call it ground zero, like the moment of death. Ground zero. It's like certain things happen and you can go backwards. You can go back and recreate and reframe and find gifts that you didn't miss, but you weren't supposed to see them yet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're there, but you're just not supposed to see them yet because you have like trauma to walk through and other fun things,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just it's not time yet.
I've had it. I'm already having those moments like when you were sharing before about like how your dad would be on this side and how he would be on this side. I'm having like layers exposed to me as you're sharing, and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to stop recording so I can process this in my head. I'm already having like cool layers revealed, and I feel like perspective is everything. It really is. You get to like create your own story and like find out those little nuggets that you left for yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for your book.
You'll be waiting a while.
That's okay. I'll keep that excitement high. I'm gonna follow my highest excitement.
That's
That'll be
right.
anticipation. Yeah.
And maybe you'll push me along.
Mm.
Because this is another thing. My father, like, since I was a kid, I'm a writer. I write. And he used to tell me, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. I would, like, win poetry contests and stuff at school. And he would just think I was, like, Einstein. Okay.
It's such a dad love.
Like, so much. He wanted me so bad to write a book. So that's, like, I'm finally doing things.
Cool.
Slowly but surely.
I'm so proud of you. That's so cool.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your moments of knowing. I know there's so many other ones technically, especially, just being aware of them, but those were some really cool ones.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming back on and sharing them with us.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start doing a video journal of them.
Oh, yes. Please do.
I'll send you little clips.
Yes.
Okay.
Fangirling. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you.
We love you guys.